man who had abducted her. The girl accidentally kissed his ear. In the next second, 9 foxtails sprouted from behind the man. The girl immediately found it amusing, and couldn't help touching them as if they were a plush toy, unaware that a fox's tails could only be touched by its mate. Seeing the man motionless, the girl thought he liked it very much, and got carried away, stroking them frantically. She failed to notice that the man had turned into a fox, and his eyes had turned red. Only then did the girl realize something was wrong. It turned out that not long ago, with the man's help, the girl had successfully exposed her cousin's plot to seize her parents' inheritance. Although the cousin had been brought to justice, her uncle, who had killed her parents, still held an important position in the company. The girl also learned that her uncle planned to remove her from the position of chairman at the board meeting, so the girl had to try every means to please the man, begging him to let her go out just once more. However, the man refused under any circumstances, simply because the girl had accidentally eaten the divine artifact he had cultivated. If anything happened to the girl, the artifact would also be damaged. Until he found a way to take the artifact out, the girl could not leave. But the girl did not give up. She thought foxes might be like pet cats and dogs, enjoying being touched by humans, so she moved closer to be affectionate with the man, only to accidentally kiss his ear again. In an instant, the man transformed back into his fox form, and even tried to have sex with the girl. Fortunately, the man's assistant arrived just in time, and the man calmed down. But to prevent the girl from pestering him again, the man had no choice but to agree to let her go to the company, and lent her a luxury car from the garage. However, the girl's uncle had long been prepared for this. He specifically told her cousin to stop the girl on the way, and slashed the tires of her car with a knife. Luckily, the girl reacted quickly, and drove off in her cousin's car while he was off guard. Unexpectedly, she found the car had run out of gas halfway, just as the girl was at a loss. The man, who had been keeping an eye on her the entire time, used his magic to control the car and rush her to the company at high speed. The girl also arrived at the board meeting just in time when her uncle proposed removing her from office. She immediately presented the evidence of her uncle's embezzlement of public funds that her lawyer had prepared in advance, removed her uncle from his position, and successfully took control of the company. The girl was very grateful to the man for this, and also realized that the man was not a bad person. She remembered that the man had seemed to like having his ear kissed before, so she gratefully kissed his ear. In the next second, the man's tails grew out again. The girl instantly started playing with the tails once more. The man told her to stop, but the girl thought he was just shy, and did not halt her actions. As a result, the tails suddenly wrapped around the girl's neck.